This one for Jinx Reacts off the top of the brain. Happy hour first run, we had to drop it insane. Let's go.
Everyone, welcome back to Jinx Reacts. I am Gina Winks, and today we are checking out the January 2026 Patreon requests. Right now, I will be reacting to King Crimson with Indiscipline. This is King Crimson in concert live at Munich in 1982. This is a request from our executive producer, Undead Filth, and also a brand new rabbit hole for us at Jinx Reacts. And also, this request was also inspired by conversations in a previous stream where Ingo mentioned King Crimson. So, when we were talking about complexity and how I thoroughly enjoy like that super complex type of music style. Always up for all the things. Complexity, layers, makes my ADHD and audio engineer brain happy. So, and Ingo said they are the pinnacle of prog rock. Progressive rock. So yeah, without further ado, King Crimson, Indiscipline. Let's fucking go. Look at that set, first of all. It's so amazing. What is this instrument called? What is that? It's not a guitar. Also, holy fucking shit. This is fascinating. I love, like, they also all got, like, their own style. Like, this is kind of cool. He was like, I don't have a clue what that is. I doubt it says in the description, but I'm kind of curious. Nope. Yeah. Oh, this is fascinating. And that drum set is hilarious. Straight up 80s looking. Ingo said, audio quality is not the best. Right. It's just not. I'm actually going to turn that. That was one thing I wanted to do. I'm going to turn it down a little bit because it was clipping a bit. But you're also, this is the 82, live. I don't know. I guess it's from the actual production. Yeah. Because there's like but yeah, it's the 80s. I feel like. Yeah. I went ahead and turned down on YouTube. I'm hoping that will help at least a little bit. I know that it should not actually clip on our end if I turn it down, but if that's how the recording is, that's how the recording is, right? I know it's not a complaint. I understand that. I just like to talk about it too, and I'm glad you actually pointed out because I felt the same way, and that's one of the reasons I paused, because I'm like, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. I dig it. I get it. But I love that they kind of like have their own style. Like, I feel like if you saw them individually, you would not think they were in the same band.
I do remember one thing. Oh yeah.
Hey, they need to bring him up.
It took hours and hours and hours. By the time I was done with it,
That's probably why they don't.
I was so involved. I didn't know what to think. I carried it around with me for days and days, don't you know? Playing little games.
That instrument is fascinating.
Not looking at it for a whole day. And then looking at it to see if I still liked it.
Ooh, I'm gonna talk about this for a second. This is kind of fascinating and overall, but like as soon as he started talking, I'm like, oh, they need to bring his microphone up, his levels up, and then he got loud, and then he got quiet again. I'm like, okay, that's why they have it at the level that they do. Otherwise, it would be talk about clipping. It would be nuts. And that just means that he's doing that fully on purpose, and I love that. Like the super quiet parts, because well, with instruments and depending on solos and things like that, you do move the faders often, or not, maybe not often, but when needed. And with a vocal like this, like you just got to keep it at one. It just wouldn't work like that. I don't know why. I feel like the need to like talk about that, but I just thought it was interesting because I said, "Oh, they need to bring them up." I'm like, "Nope, they don't. Never mind. This is how it is supposed to be." Yes. Ingo said this song is part of a concept album, and I think they performed the whole album there. Yes. I actually am glad you said that, Ingo, because I remember Undead did tell me about that, and Ingo noted that King Crimson is kind of a super group with constantly changing members. In regards to what I was saying, like they don't look like they'd be in the same band, but yeah, like it just depends on what project they're working on. That's cool. I love learning all of this. Let's go. Let's continue.
Still liked it. I did! I repeat myself when under stress. I repeat myself when under stress. I repeat.
Okay, this is wild. I don't know if I'm correct in this, but there's a section right here. This hold on, I'm gonna mute it so it doesn't sound okay, because I want to get it to a certain point. This guy in the black suit, is he playing? I can't tell. For a moment, I thought it seemed like he's playing this guitar as a MIDI instrument. So basically, playing the guitar hooked into like as a synthesizer. Basically, using a guitar as a synthesizer. I don't know if that's the case, but that's what it sounded like to me. Disjointed is what comes to mind. And Ego said, "Yeah, they are wild. They are all playing different times during this section. That's why it sounds off sometimes." And like no doubt they create that like that dissonance and that there's another word that I was looking for, but I mean they're doing that on purpose, right? Like I kind of love that. And I love how Ingo, when you were talking and you listed them as like I can't remember if you said if it's a bad day or something like that, like because they're just so all over the place is I think what you meant. Like if you really want a complex song and you want to go kind of crazy while listening, maybe, I don't know, that's kind of what I'm getting. I like it, I dig it. Let's continue. Yeah, that guitar sounds like it's like a MIDI, playing like a MIDI instrument. He was like, you need to get used to them, right? I mean, and I'm used to listening to this type of music in general, so yeah, like it's definitely one an acquired taste, no matter what. And the more you listen to it, the more you respect it. And I'm sure within the like being that most if not all of their albums are concept albums, you know, that's another thing too. Like it probably makes it easier to like be introduced if you weren't someone like who just digs complex music like this, be introduced like at the start of one of the albums. He said it sounds like a swarm of bees.
Myself when under stress, I repeat 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 myself when under stress, I repeat!
That's fun. That's interesting. This is I greatly appreciate this.
The more I look at it, the more I like it. I do think it's good! I do think it's good! I do think it's good! Yeah. The fact is, no matter how closely I study it, no matter how I take it apart, no matter how I break it down, it remains consistent. It remains consistent. It remains consistent.
Oh my
It
gosh.
remains consistent. It remains consistent. It remains consistent. It remains consistent.
He said, is he talking about guitars? That's what it sounds like to me. And it's Indiscipline, which makes sense in my mind. Indiscipline as like with everyone playing different parts and like their own things, and that like off feeling. Think of Patient. That's like next level levels of syncopation, you know? So I get, at least, I mean, I think the title makes sense. Quinn said, who the heck knows what he's talking about? I'm pretty sure he's talking about the guitar, which actually, it, again, it makes sense. Like, there's no discipline to this, like, composition. Right, it sounded like something else for a bit, and I think that was on purpose too. Right. Agree.
It remains consistent. It remains consistent. I wish you were here to see it. Thank you very much.
That was an adventure. Woo! This is, I dig this shit. I would say this is definitely an acquired taste. And Ingo said, Undead also picked one of the worst songs for an introduction. And that was on purpose too, I guess. Yes. I have no doubt. And it's like, they have more melodic songs. And I have no doubt that they do. And, yeah. This was, I dug it. And he knows that. I appreciate shit like that. Or, not, you know what I say. I appreciate this chaotic realm of prog. And I can't help but also giggle at it. Like, it's just fucking wild. So yeah, go check out some King Crimson. My goodness, King Crimson. Go check them out. If it's something that you want to adventure into, if you haven't already, and if you like what you see here, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, share, and comment. I read every single comment. Cannot reply to all the comments, and I truly do love hearing what y'all have to say. Makes my heart happy. This community is fucking amazing. Thank you to all of you here on the stream where we're recording exclusive for the Patreon requests for producers and executive producers. You all are amazing. For those of you watching on the replay, if you want to check out Patreon, be a huge support to the channel, you can check out the Patreon link in the description. If you want to be part of these exclusive lives, you need to check out tiers 2 and 3, producer and executive producer. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for being here, and I will see you on the next one.